About to play these last couple of games so I can start doing practices.
Christmas Day game. I didn't expect to be on this stage as a rookie. It'll be exciting, no doubt. I watched the NBA all day long on Christmas growing up. And to think that kids out there will be seeing me be a part of that, it's surreal. And I've never been one to disappoint the kids, so I better go out there and put on a show.
It's better to do this game.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas.
It'll be
This is
alright,
Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Cole comes in for Drew Holiday. For New Orleans, their last game, a loss to Portland.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
So for New Orleans right now, the big men Anderson and Davis. Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3, and it's Cole in at the point.
Whether you call him the brow or ant or the future, Anthony Davis made the leap in year 3 to franchise superstar. I mean, still though, he remains humble, determined to improve, and dedicated to maximizing his immense potential.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Stoudemire's checked in for Bosch. Johnson comes in for Luol, and it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. Pelicans leading by 9. And his former coach, Monty Williams, played with some greats. Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. He says he sees that same desire to dominate in Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he wants to be great and doesn't see himself as a finished product, which is a good thing. That means he's going to continue to stay humble and hungry and put the work in.
Back to Richardson. Inside, it's stolen by Davis. Passes it to Cunningham. And stolen by Richardson. In transition, here comes Miami. Richardson's running, and that one's good.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down.
Why are you mad that he's losing?
Discretion is the better part of valor.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Outside Dragic. The shot is off. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Yeah, exactly. An interconference matchup here. Not a lot of familiarity, but I wouldn't say they caught them off guard. There's a reason one team was in the playoffs and the other team was watching.
The Heat trail by 13. Stoudemire outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Johnson's shot is off.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
That's tipped. They set the pick. Shot off the pick. And the jumper falls for him.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
With 2 seconds left, the shot no good. And as the first quarter. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
I was obsessed with the NBA as a kid.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy. New group in for the Heat. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Freak comes in for Chris Bosh. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Winslow. And it's Richardson in for Goran Dragic. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Usher. Cunningham comes in for Tyreek Evans. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Norris Cole in for Drew Holiday. So for New Orleans right now, the big men are Anderson and Davis. Norris Cole is out there with Quincy Pondexter. And it's Cunningham in at the small forward. And the second free throw, good.
And I feel like there's a reason Joe Johnson has gotten a number of astronomical contracts. It's because he does everything for you. He's like one of those items you buy that touts everything you need, nothing you don't. Well, to me, that's Joe Johnson.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons put on a show. He picked up 10 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. Another strong showing from him in what has become a habit.
Thanks, Doris. He had a heck of an outing that night, GA.
Yeah, he really did, Kevin. I mean, a very professional performance. Played hard every single second he was on the court.
Guys, that's what we expect from him, and he rarely lets us down, and he certainly didn't let us down that night.
Clark, when you take a look at Joe Johnson, if you were on a good team, a team that was contending for a championship, where ideally would you like him to be? Where would you slot him?
I'd put him in that first or second scoring role because he's so good and scores so effortlessly. And at some point, I think he's going to hoist that Larry O'Brien trophy.
Both free throws good from Anderson.
Before getting dinged up, Brian Anderson was rolling. I mean, over the first few seasons of his career, improved in efficiency. Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game 3. Richardson kicks to Johnson. To the inside. There's Freak. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Looking at Miami, they took their win in their last game against the Detroit Pistons.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really on the interior. From a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding.
And the first half comes to a...
Well, and with Eric's...
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And then for New Orleans, Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Usher. And it's Anderson in for Davis. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Chris Bosh is out there with Freak. And it's Winslow in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And Holiday kicks to Ajinça. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Here's Dragic. He's got 6. He feeds it to Freak. The kick out to Bosch. Drops in the tray. Bosch has got 5 points so far.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? They were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican moniker.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one's on Evans.
And as you said, I mean, New Orleans
the fireworks start at 9:15. He gets out at 9:30.
Unfortunately for them,
that sucks.
Freak comes in for Chris Bosh.
He gets off at 9:30.
Dang in for Johnson. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Anderson. Anthony Davis comes in for Cunningham. Tyreek Evans is checked in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Gordon in for Drew Holiday. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the 4th quarter. So the Pelican 5 right now. Evans and Davis, the forward tandem. Gordon out there with Norris Cole. And it's Ashe in at the 5. There's Freak. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Freak's got it back down to single digits for the Heat. New Orleans has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Ashe, the pass to Evans. The pass to Cole. Here's the 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans.
they've been splashing home those 3s since halftime.
Marked improvement in their shooting from what we saw to start the game. And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
The Heat trail by 11.
What game are you playing?
2K.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. It's Dragic with the drive, and that one goes in as he is fouled. Changing it up, Freak comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Chris Bosh is
Yeah.
for Winslow. And New Orleans also making the change. Holiday's checked in.
Can you hear me?
You trying to play some My Park? Or
Now here's Freak.
Can you hear me?
Defending. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis.
Jake.